Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle something huge: how to have a real, confident conversation in English.
And we're not just talking about memorizing words here. No, we're going to look at the actual building blocks of a real conversation. We'll break down a super simple everyday situation to give you the exact tools you need to start speaking with some real confidence.
So, to do this, let's follow two people, Rahul and Radha, as they take a simple trip to the market. We're going to see exactly how they use easy, everyday phrases to say hi, make a plan, and do some shopping. It's the perfect, practical example of how English actually works out in the real world.
All right, let's get into it. You know, every single good conversation has to start somewhere, right? And that's usually with a friendly hello. Getting this first step right is so important because it really sets the tone for everything that follows. So let's see how Rahul kicks things off.
So Rahul starts with a simple and polite, "Hello, good morning." I mean, you really can't go wrong with that, can you? It's just the perfect, friendly way to start a chat with pretty much anyone.
And check out Radha's reply. She doesn't just parrot "good morning" back. She says, "Good morning, Rahul." Now, using his name, that's such a small thing, right? But it instantly makes the whole conversation feel way more personal, more connected.
Okay, so after the greeting, what's the next logical step? Well, it's usually to check in. So Rahul asks, "How are you?" And Radha comes back with that classic, super polite reply, "I am fine, thank you." This little back and forth, it's like a fundamental part of the dance in so many English conversations.
All right, so they've said their hellos. Now let's watch how this conversation evolves from just a simple greeting into making a plan. This is where it starts to get really interesting.
So, to keep the ball rolling, Rahul just asks a really simple, direct question. Where are you going? This is such a great way to show that you're genuinely interested in what the other person is doing.
And Radha's answer is super clear. I am going to the market. Now, this is awesome because it's not a conversational dead end, you know? It actually opens up a door, an opportunity for them to maybe do something together.
And this right here, this is a really key moment. See, Rahul doesn't just nod his head and say, "Okay, see ya." He actually listens to what she said, and then he uses her answer to suggest something.
His question, "Can I come with you?" It's just so polite. It's not a demand at all. It's more like an invitation. And boom, just like that, what was a random meeting is about to become a shared activity.
And there it is. With Radha's really enthusiastic, "Sure, let's go together," the plan is officially made. It's amazing, right? A simple hello has now turned into a whole trip to the market.
Okay, fast forward. They're at the market. And here's the great thing about shopping. There's a really simple process you can follow pretty much anywhere, so you never have to feel lost or, awkward about what to say next.
Yeah, think of this as your own personal 4-step shopping script. It's super easy. Step 1, ask for what you want. Step 2, ask how much it costs. Step 3, say how much of it you want. And Step 4, pay up. You can use this simple little framework in almost any store for real.
So let's see step 2 in action. Rahul spots some nice red tomatoes and asks a really simple, direct question. How much are the tomatoes? That's it. That's the perfect, clear phrase to use. No confusion.
Now here's a great example of how these steps can mix and match. Rahul asks about an item. "Do you want potatoes?" That's step 1, right? But look, Radha jumps right over step 2 and goes straight to step 3, stating the quantity. Yes, take 2 kilos. It's a really quick, efficient way to get your shopping done.
And once they've got everything they need, Rahul uses this polite little phrase, "Please give the bill." This is just a super clear signal that, hey, we're done shopping and we're ready for the final step, paying.
You know, we talked about how important a good beginning is, but a good ending is just as crucial. It brings everything full circle. And finishing politely with a simple thank you, well, that always leaves a fantastic impression. So what do you say when someone thanks you? That classic polite response is, "You are welcome." It's so simple, but it's an absolutely essential phrase for, acknowledging that someone is grateful.
So let's wrap this up. What's the big takeaway here? By just following Rahul and Radha on their little trip, you've basically equipped yourself with a complete conversational toolkit that you can take and use, anywhere.
Seriously, look at all these tools you have now. Greeting someone politely, asking how they are, making a plan, asking for prices, asking to pay, saying thanks, and knowing how to respond to thanks. These are the essential building blocks for a complete, natural conversation in English.
But of course, the real secret ingredient is practice.
right? These tools are incredibly powerful, but only if you actually get out there and use them. So I guess my final question for you is this: what conversation are you going to start today?